Hello and welcome back to the Colony with Man of the Antz. Today we are taking our first look at Rhythm of the Universe Ionia. I say first look, this is going to be a full series on the game, though I have heard the game is pretty short, like maybe only an hour and a half-ish, so probably not a very long series. If you don't know, this is a game that's been teased for quite some time now. It looks absolutely beautiful. It is an adventure game based around music, as the name Rhythm of the Universe would suggest, and music's my jam. Music's my jam, I like it. So the combination of a VR game sort of centered around music as a mechanic really intrigued me. So been looking forward to this. It's out as of today on the 23rd, so this video will probably be out a couple of days later. So by the time this video is out, the game will be, available. I bought it on Steam, so obviously the game is available when you see this video. So I wanted to show you a couple of the options first, because I think there's a couple of things that are interesting here. First of all, that you can move the options menu up and down. It doesn't scroll, you just move the whole menu up and down with those buttons, which I thought was quite a nice little touch, in case, you know, various heights or whatever, in case you can reach all the way up to the play from chapter button, which is different to just the start button, which is interesting. The graphics options, nothing too amazing in terms of the options themselves. What I did want to show you was that the options go from 1 to 4, which is just a weird. As I was setting it all up, because it was all set to like 2, I think, to start with, 1s and 2s, and I'm hopeful my PC can handle it on 4. But yeah, it just struck me as very weird that any game would do a scale of 1 to 4. It's just odd. And the other thing, which is less good in the input options here, gone into language by accident. In the input options, are you kidding me? Input options, thank you. So we have slide movement, which is smooth locomotion, is what it means when it says that. So we have smooth locomotion, which is nice, but it's not on by default, but that's fine. But then there's no turning. So turning on smooth locomotion doesn't disable the teleport. We can still teleport, but there's no way to turn. Oh, sorry, there is, but it's snap turn only, which is very slow. For comfort reasons, I'm sure, but we can turn some stuff off there, so we can turn the eye blink time off for it. Although I'm struggling, there we go. So we can do snap turning, but there's no smooth turn. I think it's a great tragedy in this day and age when any game, any VR game, particularly one which, and it's not saying it's a AAA game, but it's been teased for quite some time. It's been sort of talked about and sold on the fact that it looks so absolutely spectacular. So I would expect any game of this caliber, any game in general, to be honest, to support smooth locomotion and smooth turning. I shouldn't be forced to use snap turning in any game. I find it slightly frustrating. Not do I only find it quite an annoying option to use, particularly when teleport's on the same stick, because you have to be really exact, otherwise you teleport. But it just doesn't work so well with the recordings. I find it very jerky. It can be quite disorientating in the recordings as well, which obviously that's a very personal thing. So I will try to do actual physical turning as much as possible rather than the snap turning. But yeah, I don't like it. Haven't liked it I never liked it, in fact. Because when I started doing VR, snap turning didn't exist. And by the time they started doing snap turning, my VR legs were well and truly established. So it wants us to teleport over here, because I can't walk anymore. So the tutorial assumes that you're going to teleport regardless of what options you set.
Into the Locrian War.
Oh, hello.
Lands fell victim to the demise. Salius Locrius.
Just want to see if snap turning still worked. Use your thumbstick to snap turn. Thanks. I've got no idea what's actually happening on the sides. I'm sure that was actually by design, but the rock was so big and takes up so much of my center view that by the time I saw something on the side, it was gone when I went to look at it. So I got no idea what that was apart from fighting.
The ones who control sounds and vibrations have chosen one protector for each land.
Okay, that's me, right?
Ionians heard their elders speak of a harper, the protector of the Ionian forest. who was deeply injured, but for reasons unknown, they chose not to send help.
Well, selfish.
In Pangaea, members of its youth possess a rare power to control the vibrations of the universe.
That's
This power
hell of a power.
forbids them from language, allowing communication to happen only through sounds.
That's language. I mean, I know what they mean, like through music, essentially, but yeah. Voice is a sound. Use grip to climb. Alright, any game with climbing is immediately like an 8 out of 10 in my book. You can still teleport whilst climbing. Oh, I see. No, I can't. Do I just have to move myself higher up? Oh, there we go.
Driven by curiosity to see the forest, two children, Allegra and her brother Allegro, set out to secretly venture outside the sacred city's walls to save the harbor themselves.
Just realised there are no subtitles. I don't know if there are subtitles on your screen that you can see. Oh, it doesn't just carry on. That's weird. It does give us a chance to go and look to see if there's a subtitles option. No. Graphics, audio, language options? No. There's no subtitle option. Which, yeah, again, I find slightly odd. There's not very often you come across a game with a story which is presented via some form of narration, at least for the intro, and then doesn't give you a subtitle option. Maybe there's just no vocals in the rest of the game. And honestly, that's a bit of a shame as well, that we've got a 2D hovering screen to give us an intro cinematic. Oh.
Your Harper's verträgt uns in Obst.
What to do now? What should I do now? Think, Allegra, think. Is this really happening?
How could they do this?
How could they do this? Are they going to let her die? Maybe I
Can't
should
do
do
this alone.
something.
I should do something. I know who can help me.
What are you doing, Allegra? What are you doing?
Save her. Allegra. I need your help.
Oh, so she's not Allegra. I'm immediately confused by the characters, unfortunately. Which I'm sure is entirely my fault.
We made it, Allegro! I can't believe Maestro Babaton didn't listen to us. We'll show him. Save the harbor ourselves. But we haven't much time to waste. And still technically aren't supposed to be here. So, follow me and do exactly as I say. Come on!
Quite a lot of slowdown around her animation as she did that final sort of walk away there. Obviously there's a stark difference between the cinematic graphics and the actual in-game graphics there, which is a little jarring. But I must say the animation on the face was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm going to have a look around here first before we go anywhere. Well, there is a run, which is nice, Can I do something with this? This looks very... Oh. Nice. Like it a lot. Another one over here. Oh. Did I go too far? I'm not allowed to walk over there? I'm not allowed to walk over there, and rather than just not let me walk over there, it either has a weird invisible wall that moves or it teleports me back again. And as you may have noticed me say when the cinematic started there, it's a shame, I think, when any VR game feels the need to have a 2D cinematic. It felt a little bit like the dev team realized they could make an absolutely gorgeous cinematic to help sell the game on for trailers and stuff, and thought, well, we have to have that in game, and the only way you can really realistically do it is by just having a floating screen in the middle of a black void. I do find that a bit of a shame. I think it's okay if you got either a mixed pancake VR game or a game that's been converted to VR after the fact. I think it's fine at that point. Well, that one doesn't make music, but the lit up one does. Just everything which lights up makes music then, is that what it is? You don't make music, but you do move. In quite a satisfying way, actually. Okay, that's nice. So yeah, so that is a bit of a shame. Particularly when they had the whole intro chapter thing. Oh, I actually need to move them to get through. Oh, there we go. That looks weird. So it wants me to teleport there. And then I don't even... Oh, there. That's where I came from. Okay, but you can't see the vines anymore. Yeah, I don't think I was a big fan of that. Here's a 2D plane to give you an idea of what you're teleporting down to, rather than actually, you know. And you can see why, because obviously you have to load all this into memory or whatever, however games work.
Of harmony. Wait, Boot! Look at all the Persaurus! And you see the Sharongas flying?
I do. They're hard to miss.
So amazing!
It actually is. Really?
Maybe they've moved to another part of the forest. Come on, we need to keep moving. Follow me.
Well, I'm not teleporting, game, no matter what you say. So again, it's just a bit of a bit disappointing that they sort of force teleported you to that exact spot and said, you know, you have to look in this direction. I think it just shows a sort of a lack of what's the word I'm looking for? And that is really starting to annoy me as well. You've moved slightly out of the bounds that we decided are there, so it goes black. Or it doesn't move you back, it just stays black until you go back to where you should be. And, like, why not just let you move? Why can't I move to that wall? Why can't I just walk to that? There's a wall there, just don't let me walk through the wall. Why have an invisible black wall there that I just disappear into? But this, look at this view though. This is again the sort of thing that sold this game in the trailers. Isn't that just... It's just absolutely incredible. Absolutely. And again, this is why VR exists. Because just being able to stand at this balcony and just look out over this incredible landscape with this weird... Excuse me, cough and fit. With this weird sort of organic... sculpture-y thing that's... And in fact, it looks like there's ribs there, so maybe that is actually something which died. I don't know. But it's... You've got that, you got the beautifully coloured like mushroom tree things, you got the beautiful coloured trees in the forest. Whatever that thing is in the background, that building with the wings coming out of it, the things flying around there, these beautifully weird and just really originally designed. And this is any game which has makes a really concerted effort to make a unique design and a unique environment is an immediate win in my book. So these characters are quite, I mean, obviously they're very humanoid, but the sort of the feather things and the way they look is very unique. And these trumpet dinosaurs, saxophone dinosaurs, saxophones rather than trumpets. I mean, just look at that. I love it when someone just makes an effort just to make something which is just like literally never been seen before, rather than just, it's a, I don't know, a giant spider or a giant dog or whatever. You know, actually, it's a saxophone dinosaur. How often do you see that? Oh, there's something in there. Do I get to go in there?
Oh no.
Again, force teleport you.
Allegra, see if you can find a way to get this old lift to work. I'll search over there.
What are you searching for? What are you searching for over there? What's over there? You're literally just leaving. Oh, okay. Well, fine. Sod you. I mean, that looks like it should be something, but it won't let me look at it. So we need to make this old... Do we have to climb this? Oh, we do have to climb this. I can't see anything there that we need to do. I think it wants us to go... Oh, I didn't actually want to teleport there. But you sort of, once you've pointed that position, unless you move it, you just let go, obviously it teleports you. So there's that there, which looks like we should be doing something with it. I knew we'd be in this room. I knew that wouldn't be there just for a bit of pretty decoration. There's a broken ladder? And we can't go over there. Okay. So, I guess I don't really know. Yeah, we can climb those, but that doesn't really help me very much. Can we walk out over this? No. Excuse me, I had to itch my nose and I'd slapped the headset a bit there. Oh, there's a vine there. Do I have to go to that vine? Yes. Couldn't tell to start with because it wasn't the... My head's clipped something and I don't know... Oh, damn it. Oh. So I've fallen to nothingness? Oh, so I appear to be stuck. I can't teleport anywhere. I can't grab onto anything. I'm too far to grab onto anything. I can't teleport over there. Oh, I can move back and forth though. There we go. Okay, so reset me back over here. Okay. That was a little bit weird. Yeah, so the head going black if you're not looking... I mean, my arm is like straight up above me. I don't really know what else I could have really done there. I had to put myself in a sort of an awkward position to not have my entire screen go black, which I don't enjoy that at all. It's a shame there are these little sort of niggling issues with the game, because the game itself, like I say, it's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The design and the aesthetics are absolutely gorgeous. It's just a shame that there's these little things which are just slightly letting it down, but it is... Like, I don't know the developers. I don't recognise Rotu, sorry, as a developer name, so I don't think they've done... At least nothing I recall seeing before. And the game has only just come out, so it may be that there's, you know, a few bug fixes in the works or whatever. That's how games work these days, isn't it? So this, do I take this with me? Oh no, it just disappears into dust when you let go. Okay. I wanted to go with those ladders there to go down there, but it doesn't want to... Oh, I can just teleport down there though. Okay. Oh, and this is back to this room, so I could have just walked in there before, or is that just... Has that only just opened up? It must have only just opened up, right? I don't know, I kind of wish I'd looked now. I can't go down there to look down there, what looks like an incredible cave landscape. Or I can, but it's just weird. It's weird that it has these like invisible walls where you can't go any further. I'm wondering if that's because the game was so heavily developed around teleporting that they didn't really consider smooth locomotion until... Like even there, it just stops me walking... Oh, and then I just appear over here.
I remember seeing Babaton use it, but he never taught us. I wonder how it works.
Well, I mean... Do you want me to point out... It seems really obvious. It seems really obvious to me. Maybe that's just me being cocky, but... Well, there seems to be more keys than are on the book. Okay, we don't need to do... Oh, because I see, right, yes. So it's... I sincerely wish.
Whoa. It's moving.
Look at that.
Allegro, don't move. It looks like a young Brosaurus is coming over.
Look at that.
Oh, he is.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous?
I've never been this close before.
Oh.
Ugh. Gross.
It'd be nice if she actually looked like she was slightly covered in
A bit too close.
slime snot. But yeah, it really is. It really is.
Fought side by side with the Brosaurus in this valley to preserve harmony.
Are you going to say anything else, or can I talk? You gone? Okay. So yeah, what I was going to...
Coming with me. Well, technically, you really didn't have a say.
Can't walk. Can't walk.
You know what I mean.
Can't walk. I'm not allowed to move. There we go. Again, that sort of forced movement prevention annoys me a little bit. Yeah, I really wish I hadn't taken away the battens. I'd love to have just played some music as we were going down there. It's a game that's based around music, but I'm not allowed to play music when I want. That's a little bit frustrating. Oh, I should say, I did point out the game was quite short, like an hour and a bit. I've seen people say. Again, that forced teleport is just... It's jarring, and I don't... Oh, hello. Don't enjoy it. Yeah, I wasn't allowed to move, so I couldn't have got in there if I tried. Hello. I'm fine, thanks.
If you can hear me, see if you can find another way around.
I do like these.
It's awfully dark in here. I'm going to see if I can find another way
That's sort of weird, though.
Please hurry.
Yeah, I should point out the game is...
Ionian mushrooms. They've been known to grow around here. I've read that they're sturdy enough to use for climbing, but please be careful.
Why are you telling me to be careful? You be careful. You're in the pitch black. Yeah, I should point out the game is a relatively budget price. So in the UK it is £11.39, I believe it was. So that's really not very much at all. And I'm not allowed to walk downstairs. Not allowed to walk downstairs. I mean, I'm not going to say it's worth it for the aesthetics alone, but it's pretty close to being worth it for the aesthetics alone, because it's, yeah, beautifully designed. If not maybe perfectly, perfect mechanic-wise. I'm not going to fault the devs too much, you know. It's not like I could do this, you know. I'm not going to sit here and say that I could do better or anything. And really the thing which almost lets the devs down a bit is the fact that it does look so good that it's hard not to compare it to bigger developers. So when you do come across these sort of little issues which you would maybe expect more or be more forgiven for from smaller devs, it's a little hard to put it in perspective of the fact that, you know, this isn't a massive developer when some of it, I mean, we're not in the best example right over here, but I mean, even the rocks are very colourful. You know, even that's got quite a colourful little rockscape we've got going on there. But some of the views we've had so far have been insane. Oh! Dead. Died. Just had tons of rocks fall upon me.
In the beginning, there was only Pan, an expansion of space, not yet
Oh, hello.
defined by time.
Allegro,
Hello.
listen.
Yep.
And in a single beat, rhythm shook into existence.
Ooh. Very bright. Oh, that's weird. It goes dark if you turn too far away. Oh, there we go. See, look at
his
that.
voice,
That's beautiful.
the vibration of Pan's drum. Time became relevant, and Ut was born.
Oot. Spider creature? What am I looking at? That's beautiful. Oh,
Next, there was Soul, a symbiotic tone that resonated with Ut and held the concept of knowledge.
okay. Very red. I like the fact it extends behind me. That's nice.
Pan became aware. With this awareness, she went on to create Ray, La,
Oh, we're flying through the last ones.
Si, and Fa. In unison, Pan and her tones make beautiful harmonies throughout their universe. She called them the Heptichords. The rhythms of the universe.
He said the name of the game. He said the name of the game. Everyone drink. I do keep looking away when stuff's happening, but it's hard not to look around a beautiful spacescape such as that. Oh, that's very nice as well. Oh, it's like a giant space nebula butterfly. Okay. Is that Pan? Wake up because you're having the most incredible dream. you don't deserve a dream like that.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Save the harbor.
Okay. Okay. But breaking the recordings, I'm not actually sure how long I've been going at all. Well, I suspect that's going to be the beginning of chapter 2, right? It's hard to know. Can we get... Hold for main menu. Just let me all the way back to the main menu. Okay. I suspect it's chapter 2. Let's find out. So this is actually the beginning of chapter 3. Chapter 2 was actually that space musical note creation myth. Not cinematic, but experience, I suppose, we just had prior to this. That was the entirety of chapter 2. I did say at the beginning, I come into this expecting the game to be short, purely because that's what the Steam reviews that are there at the moment did say. They did warn me it was going to be quite short. I wasn't expecting all of chapter 2 just to be that short, like 2-minute experience, though. That's a little... It almost feels misleading. It feels like it shouldn't be called a chapter. It should be like chapter, cinematic, chapter, and I'm guessing chapter 4 is another cinematic then, and there's just 2 chapters essentially. So yeah, it's a little misleading, I think, to call them chapters. But I mean, chapter 2 was beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous, floating in space, watching all that happen around us. Loved it. Just not sure it's a chapter. It's more of a hallucination. So we're going to leave that there then. So it means we're about halfway through the game. So I'm going to leave that there, and we'll do the second half next time around. So, how would I summarise my feelings so far? Occasionally blown away, somewhat let down, I think is how I'd describe it. Like I say, it's a game that's been hyped for quite some time. Although no one said, like I say, no one's saying it's a AAA game. No one's expecting it to be... I can't think of a VR AAA game because all I can think of now is Medal of Honor, which I didn't really enjoy either for various reasons. But no one was expecting the level of polish that would come from seasoned VR devs with a full-price AAA title. Even the phrase AAA is starting to grind my gears a little bit. But yeah, there's little niggling things, that the forced movement, the lack of smooth rotation. Yeah, the flat screen hovering cinematic at the beginning when we started, when nothing else has done that, it just seems slightly out of place. Like I say, it's more like they found, or they paid a lot of money to have someone develop that for them, and then they're like, well, we have to use it in the game. There's no way we're not putting it in now because that cost us a fortune. That's half the game's budget gone. But yeah, there are certainly some absolutely astounding moments of beauty in it. Bearing in mind we're halfway through the game, what have we done? We walked down a corridor, teleported to a 2D weird plane to get to that next view, climbed some ropes, picked up a book which disappeared, played 3 notes on a keyboard, but then we were not allowed to play anything else, and then the lift went down. I mean, when you say it like that, that's if half the game is that, it's not. There's not a lot to it, is there? I would like if it's. I don't know what to say. Not entirely blown away, but as I said, it is £11, so who can really complain too much? I would hope that the second half is a little bit more interactive, because there's not enough story for it to say it's like an interactive story. So it's more like you're being pulled around a story. Like some VR games, they do that, where they sort of pull you along, and they're just like, you're here for the ride, not to experience it as a game. You're here just to be carried through and just to experience the wonder of the stuff that's around you. There are certainly moments like that. There's not really enough, I'd say, to say it's that sort of experience rather than a full game. But there's also not a lot of game so far, other than 2 bits of climbing and hitting 3 notes on the keyboard. And also parting the vines, which was a little buggy, but I kind of liked that. Maybe it would have been nice if you parted the vines and then you saw that view in front of you. If it just sort of like, if it glared in your face, like a white glare because you've been inside and you parted them, and then the glare died down and you just see that beautiful landscape. That would have been amazing. That might have been their original intention, but they figured they couldn't actually make that work very well. But wouldn't that have been amazing if that happened? Anyway, I'm enjoying it enough to say that we're definitely going to continue and see it through to the end. It's just, like I say, little niggly things which are just kind of grating on me a little bit. Anyway, though, if you've enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you've played the game, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments. Obviously, spoiler free though, if there is anything spoilerish coming up, don't ruin it for me. Subscribe to the channel. I forgot what the next part was. Like, comment, subscribe. It's very easy. I say it every time. I say it like thousands of times a year. Like, comment, subscribe. How could I forget? Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Don't forget I stream Wednesdays at 7 PM UK time. No idea what the next stream game is going to be. There is a post on the YouTube community tab or YouTube community page, so go along and have a look there and let me know what sort of game you might want to see me stream next. I'm open to your suggestions and I want to hear what you guys say, so go along there, drop me a comment there as well, or put it in the comment for this video. It might be easier, so just do that. I'll still see it either way. Hopefully I'll see you in the stream, whatever it happens to be. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for the thrilling conclusion to Rhythm of the Universe, Ionia. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.